morning, guys. I hope you're doing well. I am in a little bit of pain. I can't move my neck pretty much. I decided to make this TikTok yesterday where I fall on the bed and change outfits, and I got a bit of whiplash on the way down and on the way back each time. I have really been enjoying making TikToks. I feel like there's not as much judgment. You can be very silly and goofy, and I've really been enjoying that side of things. This is gonna be my very first TikTok video. I'll just come in with a bang. I'm gonna try this handstand one on the wall. I don't even know if I can do I don't even know if I tried to do a handstand. I can't do a cartwheel. I was always the kid that couldn't do it when all my friends were doing cool things on the grass. So now's my time to make up for that and shine with some handstands. Handstands. Not my head, my hand. How the heck? Oh, freak yeah! Oh. I give up. What if I put my pants on my head and then my sweater on my... Yes! I wonder how I can attach it. I can hook this to my underwear. Oh. That way it will I can put it through. Yeah. Oh, it works. Yes. Okay. So then if I put these on my hand. Oh, yeah. That's hard.
Maybe, can you, wait, is this your... Turn.
Anyways, I've been having a lot of fun with TikTok. I have to say it's destroyed my attention span. That's why I haven't been so active on YouTube lately. I haven't been watching much YouTube. I think it's because my days are quite repetitive. I spend a lot of time at home. It's quite relaxing in general. So I don't tend to watch long, slower, relaxing things. I need something very fast. And TikTok has been that thing. So I've been making a lot of TikTok videos, shorter Instagram videos, and that's just what I've been enjoying doing. I'm actually about to make another TikTok video now because I have this idea in my head that I want to try. So maybe I'll just show you a little behind the scenes thing on how I make a TikTok. Also, I think this vlog is gonna be a daily vlog of sort of updates. I'm gonna give you an update on my IVF treatment and an update of where Hong Kong's at coronavirus-wise, and that sort of thing. We're gonna go out, I'm gonna show you around Hong Kong too. We're gonna get it out of the house. And that is the plan. For TikTok, all you really need is your phone and nothing else, and that's pretty much what I used at the beginning. You can lean your phone against something, but if you want things to get a little bit easier and more convenient and better lighting, you can buy this tripod thing. So you'll need a stand, and this attachment comes all together. This is where you can place your phone. It can go forward or backwards, and then you have this light that you can adjust the brightness and the warmness or coolness. It's able to bend down like this, so you can do overhead shots for cooking and stuff like that. DIYs, so it's just really, really handy. So I'm trying to make a tiny toast for this one, so I'm gonna attempt to make a tiny spatula out of tin foil. Done. All right, all my ingredients and tools are in place. I got my song, and then you can just go to timer. Then you can move that to where you want to stop recording, so you can record in sessions. So I'm just gonna set this up here. And then once you click that, it will start the countdown, and it will give you 3 seconds before you start.
Les poils étaient pignons, les vitons j'étais, et les jantons les opas, les gisons l'étaient, on pouvoir je les temps, les teaspoons.
Done, toasted. Now it's time to actually eat this bread with the leftover pieces I've sliced off. I've been really into toasted tomato sandwiches lately. Basically, it's toast, mayonnaise, like fresh, sweet, crisp tomatoes. Whenever they're good and in season, I always love to make this. And then a little bit of salt and pepper, whatever seasoning you want. But basically, it's bread and mayo and tomatoes. And it is so good. I always crave them once in a while. It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of home. That is what I'm making now for breakfast. I have it for breakfast, I have it for lunch, I have it for a snack, whenever really. I'm using this mayonnaise. I found it in Hong Kong. It's avocado oil, chickpeas, sugar, water, fava beans, protein powder, rosemary, mustard, a bunch of other things, but that's the essence of it, and it really tastes like mayonnaise. I'm pretty sure you can make this on your own, but it's delish. Toast is just one of the best things ever. Babe, is that you?
Black leather glove, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket.
What?
You're
texting this one slide. I should do that.
Don't you wanna dance with me? I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could give you satisfaction. Go right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way, we bout to slide. You can't let this one.
Maybe you think you are crazy. You've gone crazy.
Makeup tutorial time. I've already got my foundation on. You know, you can tell. And my eyebrows done. And I'm gonna do a purple makeup look. So whenever I do my makeup lately, I often like to go for something I normally wouldn't wear. I find makeup to be very therapeutic right now. I like to paint my face, try new things, just like I like doing with cooking lately. I don't know, I just like trying new things and being creative and taking longer at everything I do because it occupies more of my time. So I'm gonna do a purple makeup look because I did this once before and I actually filmed the makeup tutorial and then I didn't like the way the rest of the vlog turned out, so I just scrapped it all. So I'm gonna do it again because I posted some photos and a lot of you asked me to do this makeup tutorial. So basically you're gonna start with your eyelid base and then I'm gonna go in with a medium light purple. I'm mixing this color Princess with this purple here from my Morphe palette, and that is gonna go right on my eyelid. And I'm also gonna put some on my lower eyelid. Then taking this deep purple color called Violence, we're gonna pack that into our crease. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a little update on my IVF treatment now because some of you were asking me about it and some of you don't really understand what IVF is. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail about that, but you can research it yourself. In general, it just means the egg is fertilized outside of the body and then put back in. So there's different forms of IVF you can try. The two that I am aware of, I'm not sure if there is more, there probably is natural IVF and ICSI. With the eggs that we retrieved, we opted for half and half ICSI, half natural IVF. So I had my egg retrieval surgery last month and it went well. They got 29 eggs, which is quite a lot, but you don't end up with 29 eggs. After being fertilized, the eggs will multiply in cells from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 and so on. And they grow them for you until day 5 or 6 around, and on that day they will freeze them until it's time to implant them back into you. Not all eggs will survive this process. For whatever reason, some don't start multiplying, some multiply and then they stop. Some, basically not all turn into an embryo. In the end, we only had 8 good eggs that we were able to freeze on day 6. So it goes down quite a bit and they update you every day on how it's going and grade the eggs. So it's quite a interesting process to receive those messages and it's like your babies. I don't know, it's weird. Again, I'll go into it more later. But yeah, we have 8 good eggs that are frozen now, and so I need to wait until my second period. My first period came, and then on my second period, I'm able to start the medications, the injections again, and those will take place for 10 days to prepare my uterus, and then the implantation will occur. So I have about a month and a half break of nothing going on. No injections, no medication. All right, I wanna add some sparkles to this look, so I'm gonna use my Wake Make. There's one that's upside down, so I don't know if I'm supposed to read it like make or wake. Really like this applicator, and this one has big and small glitters inside, so it just looks really pretty. It was recommended to me by my friend Sunny Day, and I'm obsessed. Sometimes I like to put it just in the corners of my eyes. Sometimes I like to put it all over. Today is one of those all over kind of days. But yeah, so I am on a break right now. My body isn't really going through anything at the moment. I've been skipping a lot because it's my favorite form of exercise, especially right now because my gym is closed. And some of you guys were wondering why the heck I'm skipping and saying like, aren't you, maybe you think I am pregnant or you think it's bad for trying to get pregnant, I don't know. But yeah, nothing is going on right now. And when I do get the implantation, I will not be skipping because it just isn't a good idea. My doctor told me not to then. But during pregnancy, you are allowed to exercise. Some women even run marathons. Everyone is different. It depends on your specific pregnancy. It depends on your body and your habits before your pregnancy. You're not gonna start anything new and crazy to stress your body, but if you're already doing it and your body is used to it and it makes your body feel good, then it is something that you could maybe do. You of course need to consult your doctor, and I will be consulting mine through the whole way. So while I do appreciate your concerns and your advice, please know that not everything may be applicable to me and my situation. I'm gonna take this same dark purple Violence color and just line my lower eyelid. I think this is gonna be the last update I give you for a while because it's still an only 50% chance of working. It may work, it may not work, or it may work and then suddenly it doesn't continue to attach and it doesn't work, or the chances of miscarriage are higher in the first trimester. So that's why a lot of people don't tell you they're pregnant until 3 months when everything is more stable. I'm gonna go in with a beige liner on my waterline. So I think I will keep things to myself for now, and I know I've been talking about it, so it's like, why suddenly stop? But because so much can happen and I will be dealing with my own emotions and figuring out what to do each time, I think it's best I just leave it until... All right, now a little bit of bronzer. I'm using the Fenty Beauty In the Sun. But overall, I think, sorry, you'll hear the shower in the background, my husband's showering now. Overall, I have to say this whole experience has been not as bad as I expected. I was really scared about it. I thought it would completely change me. I know everyone is different and reacts to hormones differently depending on what they're taking and how it affects their personal body. But it just wasn't as bad as I thought. Where I really felt them was after the surgery. I had a good cry after I came out of the egg retrieval. I was crying to my doctor as soon as she came in. I was like, thank you so much. You're just so kind with me. And I forget what I said, but she was just like, you're welcome, it's gonna be okay. And then one day when Tom made me breakfast, I started crying. He just put some strawberries into a yogurt cup, but I just felt, I don't know, I've just been really emotional. It was a really cute gesture, but I've just been I was just really extra emotional as I was coming down. That's the only thing I really noticed. But overall, like needles and stuff, it's more of a mental thing, injecting yourself. Once you do it a couple of times, you get used to it, and it just wasn't as bad as I thought. I think right now, because I feel hopeful and it's something new, I feel okay, but maybe if I have to do this several times, I will start to feel defeated and feel a little bit differently. We will see. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much. For blush, I'm using the NARS one in Orgasm. Jeffree Star Platinum Ice in Ice Cold. I'm gonna mix in a bit of the Lavender Snow just to have a little purple flare to it. We are stepping out today. I gotta take Rosie to her checkup appointment at the vet, and then I need to grab some groceries. I also wanna find a bamboo steamer because steamed veggies taste so much better in that rather than a metal one. And I also wanna try making dim sum. We're also gonna go out for lunch. It's just gonna be a really busy, fun, exciting day. The weather here is really nice and warm. I feel all dolled up. I'm gonna get all dressed up. Pillow Talk lip liner. And I'm gonna use gloss today on my lips. Well, this is it's Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Luster. It's sort of halfway between a matte lipstick and a gloss, but a bit more on the glossy side, which is a nice transition because I love matte lipsticks and that's what I've been wearing every day. I haven't worn a gloss in so long, but I really like the way this one looks. And I'm kind of happy that gloss is having a comeback. There. See, it's like a nice subtle gloss. My whole look is very late 90s, early 2000s. It's like when I was growing up. My first makeup product I used was a purple shimmery eyeshadow. I've got lip gloss on. I actually pulled out my bell bottoms, which I haven't worn since then. And I'm gonna wear a bucket hat too. So it's very 90s, early 2000s all around today. All dressed. I'm wearing this really cute bucket hat that has lemons on the inside. I guess it could be reversible too. The bell bottoms are back. Paired them with my Converse shoes. All right, so let's go. In Hong Kong, we are able to go out. We're not in lockdown or we're not having to do quarantine. We've actually never been in lockdown or forced to do quarantine ever. When the virus broke out, it was back in, when did we have our first big breakout?
End of January.
January, yeah. The people automatically started to take precautions, wear a mask, stay home as much as possible. Schools were canceled pretty much right away. And people moved their offices to home as much as they could. And they've been doing that ever since. So we've kept it under good control. And because of that, we've never had to go into lockdown. But then kind of recently, we've had our second wave of hits. But that wasn't because we opened up too early or opened up, even though we were never closed. But like people started to go out more. It wasn't because that happened too early. It was because people from Hong Kong that went abroad or study abroad or work abroad were coming back into Hong Kong from places like France or UK or America or anywhere, and they brought it back. There wasn't many local cases since then. We've had very, very few. But because of that and because of people going out, we did go through a second round. Stricter measures have been put in place over time, like bars were closed, karaoke and beauty salons and massage places were closed, and they're still closed. They were forced to close on April 10th and they were set to reopen 14 days later, but I think that just got extended. And schools as well. I think the date now for us to fully open everything is May 7th, but people can go out if they want to go out. They can't gather in groups of more than 4, and pretty much everything besides the places I mentioned are open. Restaurants are operating at capacity of 50%, so every other table basically can be seated. I guess in general, people are staying home as much as possible, and then if they do need to go out, then they wear a mask. And that's what I'm basically doing too. I think I go out an average of once per week to grab some whatever I need to grab and just get some air and maybe eat a meal out and then go back home. Dropped off Rosie. I got changed. Now we're out grocery shopping. I was just looking at this and I'm really craving shepherd's pie. I think I want to try and make it with this.
Sunday brunch.
Yeah. That's not all for... Oh no, this is my weekend. These are my favorite chips. Devour this whole large bag in like 5 minutes. Oh no, you got 2. Oh, I can't stop. Tom's the type of... But Tom can eat like a few and he'll be fine. I can't stop. absolutely demolish this. This is all that's left. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be it for today because all I'm gonna do is take a bath and watch something, read a bit, and then go to bed. I just finished Unorthodox on Netflix. It was really good. I don't know what I'm gonna go into next. But yeah, I will see you guys very soon with another video. Good night.